course, please, by all means, contribute to every single one topic that we're going to be talking about tonight on the show. And I can't talk about all of those topics by myself. That's why we got these guys coming through and hanging out with me. I have Sleepy, I have Kimani, and I have Manu in on the show.
Yo.
So leo, naona Sleepy amevaa tai, sijui ni kwa sababu alikuwa na left out.
So we're rolling today, people.
There, we're trying to find Manu. What happened? Where is Manu? Where is Manu?
Wait, kwani Manu amerudi chini?
Don't ignore my
Amjafungulia Manu.
Oh, there.
Here he is.
Amina,
Eh?
na feel nikana nataka kutangaza news today.
Nani wewe?
I feel like you pulled out some Trevor Ombija.
Yeah.
The Trevor Ombija.
No,
So
you
talk
wouldn't.
about the news and flip that place and say what it is. It is what it is. We are live from the Nation Center. Rais Mutukufu. I look like a news guy today, isn't it?
I don't know what you look like. You look
No,
like an
Sleepy.
up and...
Sleepy doesn't
Amina.
look like a news guy.
Yeah,
With
he-
that hair, you can make the cut.
I don't think he... I believe
Amina,
I
I love your Julius Malema hat.
Thank you.
Economic freedom fighter.
Yes, that's what we were going for. That's what we were going for. Spirit! Spirit, my people. Anyway, now listen, guys. This was actually a very heartbreaking story, to some extent. Reports from this week are that over 1,000 graduate and disabled police officers have resigned following a reduction of their salaries by the National Police Service Commission. And it's very strange because polisi wamekata kitu kidogo. Officers claim that up to 26,000 shillings has been reduced in the take-home salaries of some cops despite a court order directing the government not to implement the reviews by the NPSC. Hii maneno by them mnaionea mkiwa wapi? Ukiwa hiyo upande nyingine ya koti, Sleep unasemaje?
Now we know who's going to suffer this. Makarao wamekatwa mshahara. Sasa mshahara ile walikuwa nakujia kidogo watakujia mengi.
Yes.
Now we are the new employers. You know what I mean? Unajua zamani
Indirectly.
makarao, Amina,
Yeah.
umefanya makosa kidogo, they exaggerate. This
They
time
do.
they exaggerate 10 times.
They do.
You know the moment karao amekushika afu afanya wow. Now the numbers of wow will determine how many towels you're
Tao.
throwing.
Wow.
Hata no, kitu kidogo kama you've not ujaindicate
Yeah.
anakupigia wa 10 not indicating wa. Hiyo si inaitwa suicidal driving. Hiyo si ni mada crew. Hii inafanyanga na ngapi? It's a problem.
Yeah.
We are sisi ndio tuumia. Ni
Yeah.
hujuma serikali. Rudishieni mapolisi shilingi zao kidogo manake tutaumia sana.
You know, Sleepy, the weird thing is these guys wanakata pesa, the guys who are graduates, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like that's the first time ever that I've had being a graduate is a disadvantage. Unakatwa pesa
That's true.
because you're a graduate.
Maana
Lakini guys, you know, for the first time, sijui kama mnaangalia hiyo graphic hapo.
Yeah.
There's a police basic salary for a constable police officer is 18,000. Imagine. And the total amount they get is 27,000 na bado hawajakatwa tax. Sasa shida ni kuna wale makarao wanapenda kuhanda watu. Unajua wale constable kwanza hao ndio wanakuanga wabaya kabisa. Hao ndio wanakushika, wanakupeleka, wanakutesa. And then the TV ikatuonesha ile pesa wanalipangwa.
Wow.
Hapo ndo aibu ndogo ndogo zilitokea. Umekuwa ukihanda wasee mtaani lakini sasa wanaona kumbe msa alipangwa hii do.
No,
Lakini for the
actually-
first time MPs agreed that
Yeah.
police should be paid well because you don't want someone who has a gun and is bitter about how much they're paid.
That
It's
is
not
true.
safe. We are not safe.
not just the gun,
But you know
pia
the-
kofia. Kuna kofia pia ambazo tunaziona kwa studio leo
Ndio.
za
Hii
constable
ni
wengine wa kutoka huko haye. Constable haye.
Mimi anataka anasema mimi anakuja anaomba. But you know, to be quite honest though, I feel like if you are going to be putting your life in danger, all right, to serve people, even though city what you hivyo, but I'm just saying, you know, as a police officer, you know, their work does entail putting yourself in danger, and I think that they definitely need to get paid a bit more, and maybe that's why they're always, and I feel like we've had this discussion before, that's why they harass people, because if
Yeah.
you're not getting that money at the office, you have to get it somehow. Kuna watu ile lazima wapeleke shule, uko na rent lazima ulipe, uko na food lazima ubuy, so responsibilities ni zile. So come on man, I think that's very little money.
You know, that story reminds me, I mean, I've been reading, and there's a book I read about Congo, Mobutu Sese Seko.
Yeah.
He actually did the same thing. He said that the police have the tools to make the money they need. So I don't know if we're going the Congo way, man, when the police are just let out to make money their own way, which would be what Sleepy said, looking for bribes.
That book I've read it. You are Mobutu Sese Seko. Now going to page 47 of
But the Sleepy atoka ni kauna. Wewe usoma?
Sada.
Hata ukusoma shule.
Sada, that book An Enemy of the People. I read the dailies every day.
That's a lie. That is a lie. You don't look like you touch a book ever. Even the newspaper, no, like anything. At WhatsApp group,
we are misjudged. People that look like us, we don't look like we saw. Look at me, Miguna, PLO, Lumumba. We shock people later. But you don't judge a book by its cover. Amina, nimevaa mpaka tai. Mtu huko amevaa koti ya jeans, huyo anakaa amesoma.
By the way, I agree with you, Sleepy. Wale watu wanakaanga kama wamesoma.
Ndio hawajasoma.
Na masuti hii town, au ndio hawana vitu. Watu wa matisho nini.
Usijitetee na hiyo t-shirt yako wewe pia.
Sasa wewe unajaribu kutoa kwa hii moto na unajaribu kurudisha.
Umemdiss, unamtoa kwa moto aje. Umemdiss kabisa. In fact, let me tell you.
Unaona Manu vile amesoma vitabu mingi.
Sleepy ni wale wase. Sema. Si useme ulikuwa unazungumza umechanganyikiwa Kimani. Anyway, it's fine. So now so Sleepy looks like the guy that I'm about to talk about right now. So now the best stories about people are told at their funeral, but things took a little twist at the funeral of a James Mwaka, whereby one of his widows decided to shock mourners with some bitter truths while eulogizing her husband. I'd call this the literal definition of a deadbeat.
Mimi nilisababisha James kuitwa baba. Sikupata James na mwanamke, sikupata James na mtoto. Mtoto wangu wa kwanza, mtoto wa James wa kwanza ako na miaka 15. James asaidii watoto. Akifikiria kusaidia watoto, anasaidia. Akikataa, hasaidii. Mimi ndio kila kitu. Huyu mwanamke ndo aliniharibia nyumba yangu. Si mtu mwingine. Watoto wangu sasa wamebakia yatima, hawana baba, hawana mtu wa kuwasaidia. Mimi ndio kila kitu. Lakini naomba Mungu amweke Bwana James na anasema peponi. Sikupenda kwangu. Na ni uwezo wa Mwenyezi Mungu. Na angalia vile watoto watasoma. Kama familia mtakubali watoto wangu, nitawaacha hapa muwasomeshe. Na kama hamtawataka, nitaenda nani? Mimi nilikaa na James vizuri. Lakini nilipofika mwezi.
Wow. What?
Amina.
Wow. Okay.
No offense, but how come the other chick is always this light skin?
Ai. Sasa hizo ni gani?
That's
what you wanted to say?
Other chick.
I mean, I live for such women.
How do you live for them?
Because you know, in funerals, people are so afraid of telling the truth.
Yeah.
This mama went straight into it. She was like, no, I'm not going to spare him. He was a deadbeat dad. He wasn't paying school fees. Ako analipa rent. Ako anamsaidia. Ako na watoto watatu. And this mama has been suffering. Now, do you expect her to come and start saying nice things and sanitize the deadbeat guy at his funeral? But I think we need more of such people because sometimes, you know, death sanitizes people.
Did you see how stiff she was and how she was breathing? She was upset.
Amina.
I think if you just gave her a kiboko, angetandika hiyo maiti.
Amina. Unaniita na unaona watu wanaongea. Unaniita tufanye nini? Amina.
Nakutetea. Wamesema light skin ndio wanachoma. I'm on your side on this. And you know hakuna kitu mbaya kama kuanika maiti. Ashaanikwa. Tena unamwanika tena. Watu wanachoma. Now, I think that is top level syndicate if I'm not wrong. By that I mean hiyo ni kitu imepangwa. Mtu wa PA, how do you do that? How do you allow her kuchoma for 3 minutes?
That's true.
Mtu wa PA, that is your job. Hapo huyo mtu afai kuleta PA kwa matanga yangu.
Lakini Sleepy.
Yeah.
Ukiangalia hii video up to the end, there's a PA, huyo mtu wa PA alijaribu kufuata huyo mama. Unajua alikuwa alishikilia mic hivi akaiweka chini. Akazunguka hivi ndani. By the way alijaribu lakini hakuweza.
You know, Amina,
mama was there to spill the beans.
listen, I
But
feel
check
like
this
you
out.
you shouldn't come. You know what I mean? Just like si ukae tu home. Man,
Two
like,
people.
Usiseme,
Eh.
usikuje kwa sababu unaona sasa kuna wengine ambao wanaomboleza. Si tuko katika maombolezi, like you know we've just lost someone that we really love. So hizi stories zako kama hukuisema kama alikuwa alive, I feel like now you saying it is what? How do you do that?
I think
Two people.
I think she set a precedent, man. You know, we go to funerals, guys say things which, you know, they don't mean.
Two people.
Huyu alikuwa mtu wa hekima.
Si basi
And
usikuje, kwa nini umekuja?
hakuwa mtu
Kwa
wa
nini
hekima.
umekuja?
Eh?
Kwa nini umekuja
Manu,
hiyo funeral
mimi,
kama
this one I'm going to say on national TV. Two people, you should not allow them on your funeral. Heri hata uandike kwa will, kwa sababu hautakuwa. Two people, a jilted lover na mlevi. Hao watu wawili watasema ukweli. Mulevi kwanza usimulete karibu na matanga yangu, atachoma. You know Mulevi cannot lie. Kuja tu hapa sema tusidanganyane, hakuwa mtu mzuri. Na pesa ya watu murudishe, familia shikaneni.
Where did this thing where everybody has to be very good when they die? As in, who came up with that script?
We're African. We have a lot of respect for the dead.
No.
It's
I agree. I agree with Manu.
Yeah.
I agree with Manu because death has been used. People are sanitized when they die. I mean, it's no need to sanitize someone if they give you hell when they were alive. I mean, for this guy, this woman was suffering, and I'm sure when he was alive, he knew he had a baby mama somewhere who has 3 kids, and he never even cared to know how his own kids are doing. And then this mama,
Why should I go to a funeral and say sleepy?
Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I gotta take a short break. Zero chills at that funeral. We need more people to say the truth at funerals. All we do is sugarcoat. And then also she goes ahead to ask where the ladies in today's panel. Well, they were all very, very busy, unfortunately. Douglas Kiplagat says, yes, Amina, the truth needs to be told when you die. In fact, she secured the future of her kids. Should she have kept silent, they could not have known her. Kayamba kwake. Really?
Ukweli the same way.
Lakini Amina, ukweli tu usemwe, hakuna mtu atatokea kwa funeral ya maskini. Kama uko na kakiru, people will come out. People will come out. But you are being zikwa dilangata, sijui unaishi wapi. Nobody. Hata kama uko na watoto 10 watajificha.
Kwanza hao maskini. Hao maskini ndo wanajuanga kusema vitu sana.
Wanakata hawezi kuja.
Umeona kama you have nothing to lose.
Yes.
If we knew that the truth will be told at your funeral, guys would attend. It will increase attendance.
What?
By 1,000%.
How is this becoming a gig? Kwani it's a concert? There's
nataka kwenda ile mazishi iko na ukweli.
Mimi sidanganyi. Mimi wacha nifike hiyo matanga yako Amanu, utaona moto.
What?
At least itakuwa.
Anyway, Sawa, welcome back, guys. DTTT continues with more. Now, this week, Koi descended on a foreign lady by the name Josa Johansson over a sad post that she put up about a young Kenyan girl that she met in Kibera. Now, Kenyans, KOT, samahani. In this case, first of all, there was Kenyans on Instagram, that's KOI, right? And then there was KOT, which also became a whole other madness. Now, Ms. Johansson had posted a picture of herself holding a young Kenyan girl she claims to have met in Kibera, talking about meeting her was the best thing that could have happened to, to the little girl, not to her, to the little girl, and that the girl might not see her again. She's going to get a man who will impregnate her in the next 2 years. She's 12, mind you, right? She further said that the girl who appeared very young would be left by the same man with a baby. And then she'll have to sell her body to make money because now she has to feed her baby. I'm like, did you guys see that post?
Prophet
it was probably the most disgusting thing
I did. I saw it on one of my friends' Insta stories, and the disgust that I got from that, it's the kind of ignorance. I was like, okay, wait, is it? I couldn't draw the line. Is it because she was white and she was maybe ignorant? Maybe she thought that's what kids in urban areas do. I don't know the story behind it, but it was really, all I could read from it is ignorance. How do you say that about a child? She's just a child. Come on.
I think it was out of line.
One of the things we need to stop is slum tourism, man. Because this is a result of slum tourism. They come, they pay $20, they are taken around a slum, and then they are told all manner of cooked stories. So, it gives us, it sheds a bad light on us.
But
You
lakini
get?
Manu, si wote.
Yeah,
That's a blanket statement. Hiyo ni
Usichome
kama
hiyo
kusema kwa
story ya
sababu
slum.
wale Wakenya wote wameshinda wakiiba Dubai na ule mwenye aliiba sijui Germany. So tumesikia story mob. In fact, we've talked about them here on TTT. So ni kama sasa all those governments say by this, since Wakenya ndo wiba, Wakenya wote, all 46 million of us, to see travel. No, I don't. Of course, it was an extremely racist and terrible and vile and just outright. I don't even know. I don't know how she wasn't deported, arrested. You know what I mean, for what she said. But there are some people who have, genuine intentions when they go to the slums and they do help.
You think so?
That's what
You
I
think
think.
so, Amina?
Yeah, si kila mtu
Tell you what,
anaogopa.
there's a guy I know, and this is a true story,
Yeah.
who sells flies to photographers.
House flies.
So house flies. So when you go to the slum, when the guys are about to take a photograph, they throw the flies. If it lands on your eye, higher rates. Yeah?
What?
Slum, it's bad.
It's not bad, it's a
true.
hustle.
I've heard that story before, which makes me very sad, because I had one of the photographers talking about it. The second person I've had talking about those images of photographers from abroad come to Africa, and the more dark the image it is, or the more
That's
it
true.
portrays poverty,
Yeah.
the more it sells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is what is happening, then this is something that is so disgusting and it needs to stop.
Yeah, I mean it's something that's been going on for such a long time. I don't know why when you see, I don't know if you guys have ever watched like CNN and then you see shots of Africa for $2 a day. You can help.
Yes,
I'm like,
there's
why
a
does
voice.
everyone have to look so?
It's called the Africa Voice.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Amina,
Yeah.
the Western world and the Wazungus,
Yeah.
them they sell to us the good side of their country. Like they say, the other day, Ekon was saying that they've had more bombs than the ones that were there when we
True.
had Al-Shabaab.
Yeah.
But our Al-Shabaab bombs, zilikuwa zinaka like they're the bombs of the whole world.
Yeah.
So it's the same case with Kenya. We have beautiful malls, sijui what, uko beautiful clubs, beautiful places, but all we need to show ni hizo manene
Kweli kabisa. Kweli kabisa. By the way, you've never ever
it's
said
up
a
to us, man.
better
I'm trying to
point.
make sense today, guys.
Yeah.
It's up to
Something
us
else-
to sell the
something else
beautiful
I've
side
learned.
of Kenya.
Because of the
Really?
suit, it's a suit.
Something-
Have you guys ever? You've also seen, of course, the shooting incidences that take place every other day.
Yes.
Right, in the United States.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
then people still
Chicago,
go.
the
people
mother
still
capital
travel.
of the world.
They don't
you know?
they don't blow that into proportion, but our poverty in Kibera sijui nini nini, that one is everywhere. But they don't show beautiful malls to rivers sijui vitu poa maklabu zimeweza huku sijui Memphis. You don't show that. Vitu
Memphis
tu
ni Kibera.
mnaonesha ni Kibera sijui wapi. Let's show the Thika Road. SGR.
Yeah.
Hii mambo ya kutweet tu shida peke yake. Let's stop. This is our image, man. Let's sell our
But let me tell
country
you,
like
Amina, that was a terrible thing.
everybody.
Whoever meets that lady should just take her slippers and
Yeah.
just do
I
the
really,
necessary.
yeah.
A blue
Nothing
one.
was done. Nothing was done, by the way. Sindio?
No, she pulled down the post.
No.
Uh,
To her, like there has to be some form that we just have to have things in order that regulates what people post. You can't just say something like that and walk scot free. I don't know. Maybe
No,
it's 'cause
Instagram
I'm a
Instagram
mom.
said they
I don't
didn't
know,
find
but it was
anything
really-
of bad with
say
that
that.
post, like offensive. They actually
was
said
a-
that.
I think the one thing I learned is Kenyans on Instagram are called koi, as you started
Yeah, they
by
are.
saying.
Corey, yeah.
Kenyans on Instagram. I didn't
Koi
know that
kois.
from this story.
Yeah,
but thank God this
K-O-I.
lady put her account on private because she was about to get some real bashing.
She did get a lot of bashing, more than
Amina.
1,000 comments within a few hours, and I feel like the bashing wasn't enough because the bashing
Yeah,
didn't
it wasn't
get to
enough.
her.
Amina,
And I
just
thought
like
you
you
would
said,
be able to.
when them they tell the other story of sijui, oh, this lady will not be able to do that, and this story actually happens to fikia masikio ya those young girls. What are we telling them? We need to say things like, you can be able to do this, you can make it, you don't have to, you won't get pregnant, because words have power. And once you speak something positive to the young girls and the young boys and the teenagers and all that, we get amazing. I'm trying to make sense today, people. You should be clapping,
I'm
but
not
it's
sure
all right.
what your
Suti,
last
suti.
point
It's
was
all right.
all about, to be honest. Like,
I'll tell you, Amina.
Unajua umeng'ang'ana sana kuongea English, sikuwa naelewa sana unachosema. What do you
Waka-
mean, speak it
nimejiuma
in
hapa.
No, that was wrong. Anyway, now listen, guys. This is a very serious story. Now, as you all know by now, we have lost the last male white rhino in the world, Sudan. died on Monday at the age of 45 at Olpejata Conservancy in Kenya's Laikipia County. The rhino dubbed the most eligible bachelor had been suffering from age-related complications that led to degenerative changes in muscles and bones, combined with extensive skin wounds. So he was put to sleep, and KWS decided to euthanize him to save him from the pain. Sudan's genetic material was collected on Monday for future attempts at reproduction of northern white rhinos through advanced cellular technologies. So that was a very shocking story. It made news all over the world, and I think, you know, KWS tried as much as they could to protect him. As you know, there were, you know, people with him, there were wardens with him every single day, and it was heartbreaking, wasn't it? Was I the only one who saw the story and was just
Very,
like,
very
oh my gosh, I'm so, right? Yeah.
It was heartbreaking, and I agree. This is a phenomenon because it's the last one.
Yeah.
It's the last male white rhino in the world, so it means there are not going to be any more of those unless they make new ones from his genetic material. But what I read is I don't know. I was a bit confused because.
Yeah.
I did not expect that amount of sadness on social media. I was like, okay, wait, am I missing something? Okay, yes, a rhino has died.
You didn't get it?
Bro.
No,
He
I
was
get
the
it. I get it.
last
He
one
has
in
died,
the
yes,
world.
but
The
Bro,
last
it's the
I didn't
last
expect
one.
the amount of, you know, attention and
How
the
not?
grief that
Bro.
was around social media. I was shocked by
Sleeping,
that
Ukona,
to the
no
level to
sleepers.
which it went. I was like, okay, wow, that's. I honestly didn't expect people to be crying. People were so sad.
For me, what I didn't expect Amina kutangaza hivyo mpaka I felt like I'm watching international news. The same male, you know, the way hii taarifa inatangazwa kwa maradio za hapa ushago, kifo cha tangazwa, kifo cha white rhino, very sad. They're making it even sadder.
Because it's a very sad story.
It's a very, very
guys.
sad story,
Yes.
and we pray that the other rhinos hazitakufa, and let's keep appreciating the ones that zenye zimebaki. And of course, kuna wanyama wengi sana ambao wako hapa nje. So many hyenas littering. Let's make sure that we don't lose that too. We don't lose that.
But you know,
Endangered
I don't
species.
understand. I don't understand as well. Anyway, so but they're two
the-
females,
the-
so hopefully they
Amina,
can. Yeah?
The sad part is that the seed
Yeah.
that remained from this very magnificent rhino called
Yeah.
Sudan
Yeah.
is actually in Kenya, you know, which is a bigger tragedy considering it's in a fridge powered by KPLC. So I just, KPLC, please. Huh?
We
I
need
have-
that.
Guys,
Icon,
calm
even
down.
if
Oh,
it's
no,
for the
let me
rhino.
tell you,
Okay,
there are times these guys say things and I'm just like, why am I constantly opening my mouth? That is a very shocking. Did you guys see the picture though? I just saw a picture today, Aiden Duwale posted, as I digress. But you know, there were guys who were installing electricity in a hut. Did you see that? I was really impressed. You didn't see that. I'm going to share the picture with you right after the break. We're going to be back with more comments on that. I'm going to read them. But remember, I told you I'm going to show you a picture when we get back. So that's the picture on the screen. There it is. So there's so much I want to say about it, but kuna stima. I feel like we should focus on the positives. Nisizungumzie mambo nyingi nyingi, so ni sawa. So that's the picture I was talking about. We have Iano who says it's so sad to lose the last rhino standing. It's the last male northern white rhino. Let's be specific, not the last rhino, but yeah, it's so sad to lose Sudan standing. It really touched me after I had seen him last year in November, but all we hope is that we will have another male white rhino. There's Evelyn Okada who says, these jungus, by the way, they need to style up. This picture of Africans being poor and vulnerable is so 1950. There is no excuse for arrogance. I think it's also ignorance. Jeff says, I thought a famous person had died. Sikujua ni mnyama, ushamba. What?
Yeah, me too.
Anza says greed is behind the extinction. Ngoja tusikie elephant ndio next. Okay. Anza unajua siti rhino zote. Anyway, you know what? It's fine. Thank you guys. The hashtag is
Amina,
TTTT.
Did you know, Amina, that
Umse nadhania marino zote zimekufa.
Zote. By the way, wase wengi wanafikiria hivyo. So wakienda like any park, they'll be like, see, but I thought rhino zote zilikuwa
Amina, did you know
Yeah.
that it's supposed to be, the name was supposed to be wide. It was actually wide rhino because it has a wide mouth. Huh?
Just
So,
like you. Oh, that's good.
yeah.
Anyway, listen guys,
So-
let's take
Manu wewe ndio umetoka na hiyo
Some
idea ama
Mlunje
ni
alitype.
kitu ya ukweli ama
Na
unafichwa?
Mluya alitype hiyo jina.
This
It wasn't supposed to
was,
be white. It was supposed to be wide.
Guys, we have 1 minute. Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
All right.
So this is an extremely heartbreaking video. We're not sure if we thought this is Kenya, but you can correct us if we are wrong. There are kids being, you know, put in a boot. It's just shocking, and I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, what is going on in the world? Take a look at the video.
What?
What is
I saw
that?
alert, and
Huh?
I think the person I
coming
think
out of
Kenya
that
traffic
boot.
posted
It's not
it.
supposed
They
to be
said
funny.
it's somewhere in Machakos.
No, it's not. Please don't laugh. It's
don't
somewhere
know,
in
We're laughing because
Machakos.
it's sad.
It's not supposed to
As
be
in it's-
funny. But how do you do that? You know,
But you know,
those
really,
must be
that-
my
because you're
people.
artists.
Those must be my people. Semaga gari ne buti. Ikienda kwa shule naenda na watoto, jioni narudi na waru. Don't do that. Utaua watu hii guy.
That's wrong. I think that guy lied to those kids. Cheki nani anataka ride kwa boat?
Ah.
Like
Oh,
mimi,
like it's a fun
yay.
thing. Nani
Yeah,
anataka
it's a
lollipop?
fun thing. Yeah.
Anaweza
Okay,
kuweka
lakini
boot.
that doesn't look
If you
fun.
know who that is, they need to
It
be
looks like a
reported.
small Toyota Belter.
That's wrong.
No, it's wrong. It's wrong. It shouldn't
It's
happen.
very
Those are
wrong.
school kids.
It's a-
Ati sasa unaopanga hata aje hapo kwa boot. Tio songa.
Why is this even a conversation? Why should it
Usikalie
happen?
jack.
Ati?
Oh, usikalie jack. Oh. Wewe sogesha nini spare tire? As in, how do you even panga them? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Lakini acheni niwaulize swali. So sometimes I have an issue with people who record things and don't do anything about the wrong act that's being done. So if for example, you're recording a video of someone being beaten, you know, you should say something. So I'm like, the person recording saying, "Na mwambie boss unafanya nini?
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
Lakini
Like,
you see, the impact of recording that video is bigger than you going there. Maybe
No, it
ulikuwa
is.
peke
Stop
yako,
it.
No,
and
what
then
if-
you
what
go
if
and
they
confront
drove
that
off and something
person.
happens?
No,
And
you
then
can
what if
record
they
and also
overpower
ask
you?
them
But then you
then.
see now that the public is aware of it, and we can do something. Action can be taken against them.
yeah.